What's up, YouTube? My name is Xavier. Thank you for joining me for another movie review today. Let's go ahead and get into this. Deadpool 2. Did I like it? Did I love it? What did I think about it? Does lightning strike twice again for this movie? I'm going to go ahead and say it doesn't. Here's a couple reasons why. And I actually enjoyed this movie a lot. It was just as funny. It's not as funny, but it was just as funny as the first one. There's a lot of things to like about this movie. This movie starring Ryan Reynolds, Josh Brolin as well too. One of the guys from the first, what's his name? John Wick directed it. Should I know that name? Yeah, but I didn't really feel like taking the time to look it up because it's kind of irrelevant. I don't really think that the directing added anything to the movie like almost the first one did. And that's kind of going to lead to my point number one in terms of this movie. There was so much time that went into the first Deadpool in terms of the director, Ryan Reynolds, and the actual person, the people that he was writing with, the two writing partners that he had on the first one, who are back on this one. Like I said, this one of the reasons why this movie is just as funny as the first one. But definitely, like I said, there was just so much time, almost, I want to say like a decade that went into the first movie, just kind of just every plot, every minute detail was planned out, and it was perfect. It was a perfect storm. You probably won't see like anything like that for a long time, probably not for another decade in terms of a rated R superhero comedy that just hit audiences like that. I think that was a big part of it. It might be another part of it also as well as kind of that first time when you see something, first time when you do something, you get that feeling, you get that rush. You never seen this before, you never felt this way before, so on and so forth. But also with that, when you do it the second time, it's kind of like you're knowing what to expect. And I knew what to expect. I braced myself for it, and I was happy with the results. But it just didn't feel the same. And like I said, I don't want to always judge these reviews on based off how I felt. I don't want to just give out, whether or not the acting was good. The acting was good in this one. I wish there actually was more of Josh Brolin as what's his name? I'm forgetting people's names. I know his name. His name is Cable. Yeah, see, just had to think about it. I had to, do. His name is. Oh, I'm going off. Let me get back. Focus. Yeah, so Cable. So I wish there was more Cable in this. Zaza Beetz. Am I really supposed to know who that is? I mean, always hearing people like, yeah, I wish there was more Zaza Beetz, Zaza Beetz, Zaza Beetz. It's like, is she a musician or is she like another famous actress that I'm supposed to be aware of? But yeah, I liked her character Domino, but there wasn't really much of her in it. I heard some rumors that they went back and did some editing and did some reshoots to add more Cable and Domino. You should have added a little bit more, brother. You should have added a little bit more. Beyond that, though, you got Colossus and Teenage Mutant Head Explosive something, whatever her name is. He makes a good joke about that, how about her name's long in the movie as well. But yeah, they're pretty much just as funny as they were, and they add little minor characters, and then you got the cab driver, and then, like I said, there's a bunch of funny stuff. Like I said, this movie is funny. Like I said, I don't want to give up for the impression that this is not funny. This is going to be a very funny movie. You're going to enjoy yourself. I just didn't feel the same. Like I said, I'm not for sure if it was just because we've seen this before or if it was just the story was lacking. I feel personally, it's probably the story was lacking. Like I said, this is a 1.5 year turnaround compared to a 10-year turnaround. So, like I said, there's a little bit more tender loving and caring going into the first one. A little more preparation. They're laser focused and they knew what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it. With this one, it's kind of like, let's write a script, let's get this out as fast as possible so we can make another $500 million. Which they probably will. But beyond that, though, it's a rated R movie, so that would be pretty incredible as well, too. But beyond this, though, should you go watch this? Yes. What would I score it out of 100? Honestly, I'm feeling about like a 78 for this, to be quite honest with you. In the 70s, so definitely, like I say, it's more of a watch at your own opinion. It's higher up in the 70s, so definitely it's pretty much there where he's like, yeah, go watch it. You're enjoying yourself. I might be a little bit too hard on this compared to most people, but honestly, like I said, it's an enjoyable movie. Like I said, I'm gonna encourage you to watch it. Like I said, it's lacking for me. It dragged throughout that first act for me. That first 20 to 30 minutes dragged a lot for me, and then it picked up from there and it got real good from there. That's my only really major complaints, in terms of we needed more of some characters, first act drag, and definitely like some story problems. But other than that, it's all good. 78. That's my review for today. Keep it simple. As always, my name is X, and I'll catch you guys next time.